I'm Pamela Grothe. I'm a senior manager at Ventura County Children and Family Services and Homes with Heart VC. There are many ways that there are forever connections for children. It can be a reunification with a family member. It could be a way that there's someone that can be support for a young person to be there for their special moments. It can be a forever home through adoption or legal guardianship. We value all forms of permanency. This video will provide information on these creative solutions and our expanded view of the innovative permanent connection work that can make a difference for every family. Strengthening families is our most important work. And today you will meet some amazing permanency team members and hear from an expert in family finding who will discuss new developments in adoption and permanency. Learn how you can be part of this journey. Learn how you can be part of a family for a youth who's waiting while relatives and people who are important to them are located. Thank you for stepping up, and we hope you'll take the next steps to be a Homes with Heart family.
My name is Jamie Stevens, and I'm a permanency supervisor with the County of Ventura Children and Family Services. As a permanency supervisor, I oversee cases where children are unable to reunify with their parents, and we have to come up with an alternative permanent plan. Permanency encompasses 3 pieces. The first one is reunification. That means they return home to their parents. If they're unable to return to their parents, then we have 2 other options. The other options are legal guardianship and adoption. Legal guardianship is a semi-permanent plan. What I mean by semi-permanent is it is set up to a kid's 18th birthday, but it also allows the parents to maintain their parental rights, and it means the parents are eligible for visits, and if they can show stability in their life for a period of time, then they can petition the court to regain custody of their children.
My name is Tiffany Moody, and I am a child welfare social worker with Children and Family Services. I work in the permanency unit. Every child deserves to have somebody that is there, that is a constant in their life, that is consistent, and that will be there lifelong, not just up until an adoption finalizes, but beyond that, when they go to prom, when they graduate from high school, when they go off to college, when they get married or become parents themselves. They need a home to come home to and a family that's always going to be there for them. So there are children that tend to be older, or they might be an older child that is a part of a sibling set with younger children, and those children are in need of permanency as well. And it's often harder to find prospective adoptive homes for children that may be older, but it really is something that we strive to work towards, because they deserve permanency just as much as any child.
Well, strengthening families is our #1 priority at Ventura County Children and Family Services. Preservation of the family unit is our top priority. And if that's not possible, we work with family members and other people who are important to those young people to reconnect them.
I'm Jill Borgeson. I'm a longtime advocate of children and families, and I have a very special focus on family finding and engagement, which involves really helping to look for where those permanent connections can be found for children and youth in foster care. Children and youth need many different things from different people. And what an adoptive family can offer, which is so invaluable for a child or youth, is that stable home and that family unit that the child or youth knows is going to be there for them for the duration. What the adoptive family maybe can't offer quite as easily is that link to their past. And that's where the family connections come in. For an adoptive family who can honor the child's past and value that as that is really what makes that child who they are. They're a product of where they come from. Family finding is based on an urgent, rigorous, and relentless search to find the family members for children and youth in care. And then beyond that, once we find them, to embrace them and to support them so that they can reunite with their children as quickly as possible. If that can't happen and they can't take the child into their home, they still can have a really valuable role that they can play in the young person's life. And we want to really honor that and support that. Family finding is based on some core beliefs. The first is the principle that every child has a family and they can be found if we try. The second one is that loneliness can be devastating, and children in out-of-home care unfortunately tend to experience a lot of loneliness. And the third one is that we know that the most important factor in having successful outcomes is the ability to have the meaningful family connections that children need. So we have a collaborative process of family engagement that we now are making sure that we embark on for every child in out-of-home care so that we can bring them back to family in whatever way we can. And again, it may not be living together under the same roof, but it might still be just hearing and recognizing that I am loved and I am important, and understanding that I'm a part of something bigger than myself. So this is actually an opportunity to play a much bigger and deeper role in the life of a child, and a deeper level of connection with a child by being that person in their life who can help knit all the pieces together for them and provide that missing piece of the puzzle so that the child can become much more fully integrated and have a safe and supportive family that will help them feel connected to all the other parts of where they come from.
We realize that we're asking you to do an incredibly difficult job, an incredibly difficult path. We're actually asking you to walk two paths at the same time. We're asking you to walk alongside a birth parent who is trying to reunify with their children. We're asking you to help preserve the permanent connections that that child has in their lives already. We're asking you to celebrate when that parent is able to reunify with their child. And maybe you can stay connected with that family and that child or youth that you helped during the reunification journey. And then here's the other path we're asking you to walk, is to be that net, to be there for that child that isn't able to return to the family of origin. And in that case, provide a permanent home with forever connections in your family.